I would not be right here where I'm at. If you were to force me, hell nah.
Yeah, because then there's a rebellion as well.
Yeah,
if you have
man.
somebody doing something they don't want to do, it's almost you at the gym like, man, take these damn gloves off.
You got to make that solid decision in your head. This is what I choose to do, and I'm willing to die for this.
Damn.
But
man, I choose to do this, but I ain't gonna die for it. I tell you right now, Junior, they be like, hey, Big. I be like, man, I don't go down with no ships. Real 92.3, LA's new home for hip hop and Big Boy's neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful day in the neighborhood, man. Let me tell you, Fernando Vargas is in the neighborhood, man, and we got the Dynasty.
The Dynasty.
In the neighborhood as well. First off, Fedos, welcome back
Thank you.
to the neighborhood. We haven't done this in a while, man.
It's been a minute, Big, and you know, it's a blessing always for me to, you know, I've been friends with you for, man, what, over 20 years.
Yeah.
And you know, I make a phone call, and you right away say, you know what? Easy call.
Yeah, man.
I said, Big. I said, Big.
Like, I need to bring the Dynasty through. I was like, easy call. What am I going to do? Say no to see him in the street? You know what I'm saying? Even if I didn't want the Dynasty in here, I would have been like,
go ahead.
Might as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You just come.
Hey, man, so now, Fernando, just with your beautiful career that you've had, bro, and being a warrior, you know, and being a world champion, a record-breaking world champion, it's wild that you've been in the game and you've been in some brawls, and we've had conversations where it's like, man, this is what I do. You know, I fight. I fight for my children. I fight for my family. And with knowing how crazy boxing can be, at one point in our relationship, we had conversations about your kids not boxing. You know what I'm saying?
I told you that I didn't want them to fight. I told you, you know, I don't want them to fight. They go, you know, when people like ask me all the time, he goes, you don't want your kids to fight? I go, no, I don't want them to fight. They go, and you know, my compadre Frankie Casavetti said it best. You know, when I said it, when he asked me, champ, you don't want your kids to fight? I go, no. He goes, okay, who's gonna tell your kids that they can't be like their dad? Because I'm not gonna tell them. And when he put it like that, I said, man, I gotta support them. You know what I mean? Because they've always we put them in everything but boxing.
Right.
Yeah, basketball,
Hell
football, basketball. He was the only Mexican. Junior was the only Mexican on an all-black team. Okay,
like, Dad, am I really gonna be here?
No, and then
but you say you put them in everything.
Pop Warner, football. If they didn't make 3 touchdowns a game big each, it wasn't a game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Emiliano, basketball, we was, you know.
I just like to eat big.
You know, we had to talk him into, you know, into doing basketball because he go like, son, he goes, no, because he was my fat boy. He was my big boy. He was my fat boy. And then he goes, I go, son, we're going to put you in basketball. No, he goes, I go, and then his mom goes, well, you know what? They give snacks. There he goes, they give snacks. He's like,
You're like, well, maybe I do want this football.
So, you know, it's a blessing for me me to be living this, and you know, with my boys, you know, me and you know exactly what it is to not have a father present.
Yeah, man.
So our kids, your kids, my kids will never know that.
Yeah,
I know,
man. We've been there.
Yeah.
Who comes to you first, Fernando, and say, I want to box?
The fat boy.
My fat boy.
The fat boy.
The baby?
Yeah, baby. So it was crazy because he goes, Dad, because we went to some fights. We went to some fights, and he saw amateur fights and kids fighting. He goes, Papi, yo quiero hacer eso. Dad, I want to do that, nigga.
And how old is he at that time?
He's 10 years old.
Really?
10 years old. So it's
do you take it serious at that time?
So I go like this. No, you don't. He goes, yeah, Papi, I do. I want to fight. I go, no.
This is like over the weekend.
And so over the weekend, I go, okay, on Monday, if you tell me you want to box, I'll take you to the gym. And then in the morning, and then on Monday, I go pick him up from school, and he goes, Dad, I go, what? You going to take me to the gym?
Damn, because usually, man, as a 10-year-old, we think we want something. And then after we get that fresh air in our nostrils, we're like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
So Monday, he reminded you.
Monday, he reminded me. I took him to the gym. And then I had an opportunity to open my own gym. I had to close that down, but I'm gonna put up a new gym coming up real soon.
You got the keys,
and we already have the keys and everything ready to go.
Yeah.
So it's a huge facility, and so we're excited about that. But you know, Emiliano was the one that started with boxing, and then there was dudes that started coming, and Junior would be the just come and train and just like you know, I never would train them because you know I'm like, I don't want them to fight.
It was something like, you know, Big, like you remember us as kids. It was something that's what my dad did. It was never anything like, you guys are the man, right? Like your kids.
Yeah,
Big's a man. my pops was a man. So that's what you guys did. And the fans would always ask me like, hey, Papas, are you going to fight? Are you going to follow, you know, your dad's footsteps? And I was just like, I didn't want to. I didn't have a desire for it. I just saw the sacrifice. You know, I would see the birthdays later, Christmases later. But, you know, Emmy was the first one to go. And we've always been, me and my brothers, we've always been competitive. And we've always been athletes. But we knew if we were going to box, we'd have to give this shit 110% because we're going to have a target on our back because of my dad's name.
Yeah, man. And that's like the gift and the curse.
Yeah.
That's the gift and the curse. And sometimes, man, you're blessed if you just get one that can carry on the name or the tradition. Yeah. You know, or be just as good. But now we're talking about 3 of you.
Yeah. And if they didn't have it big, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
if I'm not gonna, you know, if they didn't have it, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm going to be like, son, you're playing with your life here.
Yeah.
You know, so
because you got college paid for us, Dad.
And
you know what I mean?
I'm blessed because my dad put me through we've been through the whole amateur system. You know what I mean? Like, we beat top people in the United States, and not just the last name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we have accolades. So I know we're able to compete at the highest level in boxing. You know what I mean?
And Amado, people fight y'all different. Like people gonna, you know what I'm saying?
They say? I'm fighting Fernando Vargas' son.
Yeah.
Correct.
But yeah, but that right there too, man, is that you got someone that's on the throne.
Yeah.
And their victory is to beat you,
touching us up, knocking us out,
and not even if they won 4 rounds, or 2 rounds. It's like, you know, like there's people when the Lakers were doing their thing, all they had to do was beat the Lakers. It wasn't about the championship.
Yeah, correct.
All they had to do was say, "Man, we beat the Lakers." Yeah. So it's definitely a difference when you guys step in with such a powerful name like Vargas. You know what I'm saying? So all 3 of y'all on the same card coming up?
3 of them on the same card.
Man, I'm going to shit on myself.
Big Emiliano.
It's okay.
El General Emiliano Fernando Vargas, he is the co-main event. So who co-main events on their pro debut?
I know I did.
It's unheard of.
You know what I'm saying?
He does.
Hey, man, I told you how Oscar pulled me to the side, and he was like, hey, tell Fernando, let me sign his son.
Yeah.
Let me sign his son.
Yeah, you're doing perfect.
Yeah, man. You know, I got to tap to my Oscar. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Oscar knows my number.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
what you told me.
Oscar knows my number. Yeah, you know, hey.
I was like, man, I don't think I do like I don't broker a lot of deals.
You're going to get your percentage, man. You're going to get your percentage.
Yeah. I wish I would have.
Get that finder's fee.
Yeah, man. No, I would be in the corner. Yeah. Be wearing the wrong jacket. Be like, man, nobody sent me the memo. We not wearing red tonight. Hey, man, but Fernando, just watching your kids walk down, man, and these are your sons, bro. These are the Cubs. This is the bloodline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It hits different, big.
Yeah.
It hits different when you know and I know.
Yeah.
We treasure every moment that we live with our kids, whether it be small things.
Yeah, man.
Like, you know what I mean? Teaching them how to brush their teeth. Teaching them,
bro.
You know, how to tie their shoes.
Yeah.
You know, and we remember that because we didn't have it.
Yeah.
So we do everything that we didn't have to our kids because we never had it. So we were trying to fill that void and that at least live it through their eyes.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
Is it different though, man, knowing how many times, Fernando, that you've walked down, you know, to the ring and you did your walkout? Is it different now when you walk your sons out?
Yeah,
because
different.
as family, I always say, man, just put it on me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want nobody in my family to get sick.
Yeah.
Put it on me.
Put it on me.
Yeah.
I want to put it all on
Yeah.
me. And now you walk out, bro, and you know that boxing is, you know, like you don't play boxing.
Nope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but so you
with
know
your life.
that walking out, man, and you've been through the walkouts, you've been through the fights, you've been through the wars. Is it different now when you walk your sons out? Because you know what you going to do.
Yeah.
And you have a hope and a will of what they're going to do. But will it be a little different?
It's a lot different.
Yeah, hell
you know, it's
yeah.
a lot different because, you know, you got your blood in there. You got your, you know, your DNA up there. You know what I mean? You're like, that's me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, so at the end of the day, you know, I know that I put them through the correct training
for real.
to make sure that they're 100% ready, and I know they're ready. They can't BS me. They can't tell me, Dad.
Not at all.
Right. But plus, you know,
yeah,
He knows what's good. We're not gonna run a fast one.
Yeah.
He made the fast ones, big.
yeah. What'd you say?
I made
Hell
I made them up.
Yeah,
you know, when
man.
these guys, you know, want to be out, You know, I tell them like, you got to take care of yourself a month before the fight. I mean,
no women,
before, no women,
big.
and hold that. And it, guess what?
Hold that.
When people always say, "Well, that's a myth," I go, "No, it's not. It's not a myth. It's not just that. It's hit and miss.
It is.
Yeah, right. You don't want it to be off night.
Yeah, so on an off night, you shouldn't have been doing what I told you a month.
It was good though.
There you go.
It was good.
Damn, was it worth it?
It wasn't worth it.
Juice
I'm
right
over here
there.
tired.
You be like, Martha, was it worth it? Like, I know I won, but I could have won earlier. Jesus Christ. All right, well, hold up. Let me get past that. We're going to go for it.
Yeah, no, actually, the queen was the one be like, baby, it's a month. Like,
Right.
oh, damn. You know, like, oh, yeah, you're right. Shoot.
And you be like, well, stop wearing that.
Stop looking so fine, girl.
Like, don't come up to training camp.
Stop looking so fine, girl. That's your fault.
Like, bring one of your ugly friends with you so I can just look at her.
Yeah.
Hey, man, so when does camp start for you guys?
Oh, it's already been
camp-
started. We fight next
camp-
weekend.
I know, but when do you, how far out do you
we're-
start?
We've been kind of already in camp
Yeah.
for 2 months.
We're-
Really,
yeah.
we've known about this date. And what the good thing, like my dad always says, you always got to stay in the gym.
Yeah.
Because you never know when opportunity could knock at your door. So the good thing is we've always been in the gym. We're always sparring throughout the week. But when we got the official Triller date, we signed with them. We knew we were going to do that fight deal. My dad's like, all right, that's it.
This is it.
Time to go.
Yeah, we got a date now.
We're at a fight camp.
man.
We're over there at
Lomachenko's
house.
Hello.
Shout out to our manager, Aggies Klimas.
Yeah.
And Jose De La Cruz.
And Jose De La Cruz. We're out there at Lomachenko's pad. So it's dope that he got his own little boxing gym, and we're just
Everything.
We're getting
Sauna,
it. We're getting it.
Yeah.
Hey man, and I know that y'all got the the Vargas blood in y'all, man. And people probably asked y'all this before. Why y'all didn't become like models or something?
Well, we are a boy band.
I say it like this, Big. You know, even if we wanted to run away from
Yeah.
boxing, we couldn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, it's something that we love, and it's not just in our family, but it's Mexican culture.
Right.
Like, you have a carne asada on the weekend. Like this weekend, Canelo's fighting. It's just boxing is
Yeah,
so
big.
deeply embedded in
Our
Mexican
culture.
roots.
Yeah.
And we're proud to be Mexican. We're proud to embrace who we are, where we come from, and obviously it goes to a different extent when all you've seen from a child is someone that has put in
Oh my God.
and is putting
And
out.
he did this
you know
without
what I
a Fernando Vargas,
Yeah,
big.
man.
Yeah.
Fernando, where you
myself.
at? Where you at? Oh, you're out last night, huh? All right, I'm gonna be waiting for you. Like, he's on us. He's on. I mean, you saw
Right.
us when we were getting coffee.
Hell yeah.
We're
So
He was like, hey, dude, they went to go get coffee, right? And literally, they were here early. And he was like, where the boys at? Yeah. Where the boys at?
Where are these punks at?
And it reminded me of the night we were at this club.
Ah,
I was like, oh, man.
go ahead.
And they were like, we just getting coffee. He was like, get
Yours.
hey, man. And I was just laid back like, all right, well, I ain't going to say nothing. Like I'm going to be the one to tell him calm down.
No.
I'm like, hell no.
Hell
Hell
no.
no. I'll wait till he finished. Even when Fernando back in the days when he was wrong, I'd be like, I'm going to wait.
I'm gonna wait. That was wrong.
Yeah, I'm going to wait.
I'm gonna wait till
I'm wait till he get in the
cool
car,
out.
then I call him. I ain't going to say nothing crazy to him right now, man. So you guys are in Vegas now.
Yeah, we're in Vegas.
Yeah.
We've been in Vegas since 2010.
Really?
We
Yeah, you
were-
got him. You left at the right time,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Man,
you
you,
know
kept
what?
a lot of your
Right.
money.
Hey, for real.
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
The city that never sleeps.
Yeah,
Hey.
man. But y'all don't get caught up in that Vegas
Well,
lifestyle.
I tell them like this.
Mhm.
Look, man, you guys know. Look, you guys have to stay mindful. You guys have to be taking care of yourself because at the end of the day, do you got millions in the bank? No. You got world titles? No. Okay, so then what are you doing partying? Celebrating? What are you celebrating?
What we
someone?
celebrating right
What are you
now?
guys celebrating?
Just any-
Ah,
any-
hoorah, yeah.
We almost there.
Hey, Big. Anything we do in the outside of the sport of boxing, it will show in that ring.
will.
Right.
So if you're messing
If you're not
around,
running-
look, I could tell my dad, I'm training, I'm doing this.
Right.
I've been running.
That part.
Okay, we got sparring lined up. So as soon as we spar, we step in that ring. You weren't training. You weren't doing that. You were staying up on.
Hey,
you know what I
Fernando,
mean?
do you feel like they take boxing more serious than you? Because you were very, very. Yeah, he was like, big.
No.
Hey, like, what kind of question?
No.
Is
I,
that? Like, big,
to
you at
me,
my fights.
Big.
My dad
It
had
was my
blinders.
life. It was my life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Check
yeah,
this
yeah,
out.
yeah.
I started
And
boxing.
you had nothing else.
I had nothing else. I was 12 years old.
The
It took me
youngest.
4 years to break history.
Yeah.
At 16, I became the youngest national champion in boxing history.
Okay, talk
At
about it.
16 years of age, my record
Say
can
it.
never be broken because of the fact that they changed it to 18. Because
Say it.
at that point in time, when you're 16, what does that mean? That means that you're fighting men up to 32 years of age. All that matters is your weight and that you have 10 fights.
Right.
So you have minimum of 10 fights or 300 amateur fights. It doesn't matter. So I beat the men that were, you know, that
60
were
years
strong.
old, you go
So
fight
they
a 40-year-old
can't be
man.
more disciplined.
So they can't be more disciplined than me.
But you know what?
But
I'll tell you this. You know, we've seen, like I said, we've seen it. You know, so it's like, you know, I know what it is. Like literally, me and my brother, we ran 6 miles last night.
What time we get home, bro?
At like 2 a.m. And you know, because we were doing interviews and then we still had to spar.
Still had to put that work in.
You know, at the end of the day, we know exactly what it takes because we've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. You know, we have the blueprint in front of us.
Yeah.
You know, because my dad paved everything. You know, everywhere I want to go, my dad's waiting with the sack.
Olympian.
Sometimes,
champion.
Sometimes I'm like, hey man, just listen, because, and then and they want to kind of do their own thing. I'm like, and then someone else says, hey, you know what? Listen to your dad. Like if you say Big,
man.
listen to your dad. He goes, you know what, Dad? Big Boy said to listen to you.
man.
I'm
It
like,
Makes sense now.
mother,
Yeah, like I've been telling you this.
Telling you this the whole time.
And you had to hear from him?
listen.
Like-
you gotta.
He told you in 2 minutes to listen to me. Like, yeah, Dad. It was like an epiphany, man. Like, when
Yeah,
you said
that's what it is.
It clicked. I know you said it
Correct.
1,000 times.
Yeah, but you don't want to listen.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
man, just with us seeing what's going down on the 14th, bro, and seeing the beginning of careers as well. You know, I remember just watching you early on, Fernando Vargas, and now we get a chance to bear witness to your kids.
Wow.
And it's crazy because your kids, they really want it.
Yeah.
You know how you'll see somebody and you're like, man, why are they doing that?
Yeah, like, don't do that.
Like, don't do that.
If you don't want to
Wave it
do it,
off.
don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So when y'all come to him and when you say, Junior, when you say, Dad, I want to do it, you already had lived a life without being in the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When do you finally say, I think that's what I want to do?
Yeah, I think for me it was just more when I started to take this role serious. Like, I'm doing this as my career now. I wanted to take it, and I took that step as an amateur fighter. I was an athlete, but basketball and football, all that stuff is a lot different than taking punches. So,
Man,
I've always had God-given power. I mean, my dad as a kid would put, you know, my dad would have his friend's hand out and he'll put it out, and I just hit a hook.
No,
and
I
I'm
remember
like,
that.
"Ooh, okay.
Yeah, remember that?
But yeah, remember he was like 4, and I was scared. I think he was at his like 4th birthday party. I was like, man.
And he always had power.
Remember we
as a
dropped
kid.
the pinata, he just started hitting it with his hand. And all the candy fell out. I was like, "Oh, fuck."
But for me, Big, honestly, I want to prove to the juniors, for me, why my motivation. It's not my last name. That's not entirely. For me, I want to show that this junior could compete with the highest level, because there have been so many juniors in the past that are like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're on TMZ for that, or you got caught up with this.
Right.
I just want to represent right and show that this junior could take his role serious and he could represent good, you know? As far as my brothers, we all have different motivations, but, you know, also the legacy. We carry a last name that we got to hold to a standard, man.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
Is there competition amongst the brothers?
For sure.
Yeah.
130%. I
Yeah.
feel like, you know, right now we got a competition for the fastest knockout.
I got 5-5 knockouts.
We
so,
gotta-
you know,
we-
we got to.
But
We
at a
have-
time
we
like
have a
this,
deal
don't be looking
No,
for it.
no,
Don't go out there and go out crazy.
Look,
and then something happens, you're gonna run into something. And then, no.
We got a contest with, I don't know if you know who Bryce Hall is, but he's like a big TikToker.
Yeah. I know the
He's
name.
doing he came
He has a
over the
pendant,
crib
like
and he
50
has a
Gs.
pendant and it's a PAU chain. And whoever gets the fastest knockout is gonna get the chain.
Yeah,
that
don't
night.
go out there being
So-
ridiculous for
Nah,
a chain.
You got to be
No,
smart.
but I
Hurts.
mean,
Yeah.
aside from that, I mean, you know, Junior throws a 3-punch combination in
Yeah.
the bag. I'll throw a 4. You know, if I
He's the
throw 4,
youngest.
if I throw
I
a 4,
feel that.
Amado will throw a 5. And even in sprints, like, I feel like it's something so beautiful to have all of us in camp. You know, especially this one. We've been in camp together for 6 weeks.
Damn.
Cutting the weight,
It's been the longest camp
eating,
we've been.
having
together.
sleep for dinner. You know, and everything I'm going through, they're going through. You know, and
The
it's just,
cutting of the weight,
it's
the
just
discipline,
it's a lot,
the
man.
training, the
Have
running.
y'all had to cut weight?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
for
how much
sure.
have you had to cut?
Man, I've cut more than 25 pounds, 26.
Really?
My dad has cut, how many, Dad?
Don't even talk
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
I didn't want to think about
He
that.
was like, man,
Don't even talk to me about
he
the-
asking
don't
a
talk to me
dynasty,
about the
man.
police.
He's like, he asking a dynasty.
like a whole
Don't
right
worry about
leg.
what I did. I got belts at the house. You did the Olympics yet? Were you in the Olympics?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shut up there. Shut up.
He asking a dynasty, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't ask
hey,
me.
man, he gonna get in the car like, man, what the
Why'd you
ask me
say-
that
why'd
for?
you ask me
Yeah,
that
he was trying to put that on me too.
Look.
How much I had to cut?
Look.
Yeah, yeah, like man,
That back-
you about to take that backhand to your face.
But you know what?
You had to
It's-
cut
it's-
weight as well.
Yeah.
We all do.
Damn.
You know what? It's like, I love this sport. I love it because, look, it's a very lonely sport, but I have my
Yeah.
brothers. And any other sport goes back to why I like boxing. I like boxing because in any other sport, you mess up or something in like football, basketball, you could blame other people.
Yeah, there's a
it's
team.
your fault. You didn't pass me the ball.
Yeah, you
it's
didn't
your
block that
fault.
person.
It's your fault. But in boxing, you're in there by yourself.
Yeah.
You don't got nobody else to blame. You didn't get your runs in. You didn't cut the weight properly. You want to BS and do the fast way.
Yeah.
It's all gonna show fight night. And sometimes when you when you're gonna get ready to fight, and you gotta cut all this weight, sometimes you're running 2 times 5 miles in the morning, 5 miles at night, sauna suit, plastics, starving yourself, and
we
it's
take
not
this-
good
we take
because
this
you go to the
serious, big,
fight,
you know
you go
what
to the
I'm saying?
fight,
Legs.
Depleted.
and your legs,
Yeah.
you're depleted before you even step in and fight, and you still got to fight on top of that. So the first fight is making the weight.
Yep.
The second fight is at the actual fight. But my dad has put us through rigorous training, and my dad knows this stuff. So
he does.
Let me tell you what I love and what I noticed also, man, is that you got all your accolades. You record breaker, title holder.
Yeah.
So there is no dream that you're trying to push off on them
that's what people.
that you
Exactly.
failed at or you didn't
Yeah.
get.
Absolutely.
Like you got it all.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Like
there's fathers.
you're not
that-
you're not living through
Correct.
their eyes.
There's-
Like you got it all.
Correct.
Yeah.
So there's people and there's fathers that trainers that didn't make it as
man.
and they're like,
You see that
oh, they
a lot.
wanna,
Yeah.
they wanna make their kids. You gotta do it. You gotta.
Yeah.
Like 7
And
years
I'm
old, like,
right,
bro, he's throwing
at
a
the end
hook.
of the,
I've
the end of the
seen
day,
it,
I'm
man.
like, I'm not gonna make you.
my
do
dad
this.
never
Vato.
forced us,
I'm not
big.
gonna-
Never.
Yeah.
I would not be right here where I'm at if you were to force me.
Yeah.
Hell nah.
Yeah, because then there's a rebellion as well.
Yeah,
if you have
man.
somebody doing something they don't want to do, it's almost you at the gym like, man, take these damn gloves off.
You got to
man.
make that solid decision in your head. This is what I choose to do, and I'm willing to die for this.
Damn.
But
Man, I choose to do this, but I ain't gonna die for it. I tell you right now, Junior, they be like, hey, Big, I be like, man, I don't go down with no ships. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time when I was over at the other station and they had an earthquake. I was like, well, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Oh, man. I'm not going on to LA talking about, hey, there's a Richter scale and this is what you gotta do.
I'm gone.
Nah, man, I call you from the car, homie. Like, I don't go down with the ship, man.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
man,
Yeah, but y'all in a whole different world. It's a whole different
Absolutely.
sport.
Yeah.
It's and you got to think, man, y'all in a business where that person wants it just as bad or more than you do. You
He
know,
wants to hurt
and they
us.
want to, they
no,
want to
for
tear
real.
your head off.
I remember my little brother because he's almost decorated as an amateur. His
What's your amateur
multinational
record?
titles.
I have 130 amateur fights. I'm a 7-time national champion. I've been ranked number 1 in the country in multiple weight classes.
Feel me?
I
And you just turned 18.
just turned
Hey
18.
man, when I was 17, going on to 18, I was a bum.
Wow.
Not a bum,
He's so
but it was
mature,
like,
yeah.
they're like, hey, what are you gonna do?
I was like a good-looking bum.
Yeah, you know what? I wasn't even good looking.
The thing with that, like, my father supported me so much.
Yeah.
Like, I have something so beautiful because at the end of the day, I have 2 parents that love me so much.
Yeah, man.
And that will support me in whatever I do.
What does mom feel about y'all?
Oh,
being
she's
a-
going through all the
queen.
pains again. She thought it was done with my dad. Now she
Yeah,
sees us
man.
fight again.
Let me-
That's momager right
Yeah.
there.
She is on top of everything.
She's the
Everything.
glue
On the
to this
taxes,
family.
Oh, yeah,
on the
always.
Absolutely.
bills, on the-
Hell yeah.
The glue to this family.
Yeah, man.
That woman
She's
has put
amazing.
up with me many things, and it's the
couldn't
type of
do it.
woman. I wouldn't have done it.
Were
Yeah.
you a saint?
Absolutely not. Hey, I know it's hard to believe,
Don't
but
look
I
at me.
but I
Don't
wasn't.
look
Hey,
We're not in court.
No, but thank y'all for coming out,
No,
too,
man.
man.
Thank
Thank
you,
y'all for
big.
coming out, man. It's just crazy to be on Earth this long
Yeah.
and to see so much in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because with just going to your fights and watching you train and watching, just even watching, bro, how much you gave up for your family. Right. And not just your queen and not just your boys. I'm talking about, man, your family. Right. And then, you know, seeing the hangers on and the loose people. And you get to a point where you start to see, you say, man, hopefully this person will see what his real blessings are and who's around him that shouldn't be around him. So to see you go through what you went through and continue to be a great father, a great husband, you know what I'm saying? And also knowing where you came from, where people have fallen for less, you know, and cleaned the right people out of your life. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you know, when you're on the top, you got a lot of D-riders.
Yeah, man.
And men are the worst ones.
Oh, my God.
They're the worst ones.
Man,
you know, women is one thing, but I'm talking about, you know.
Oh, man. I
men
remember dudes used to be like, we were Vargas.
Yeah.
Like, damn, like, you know, that was me.
Yeah. No, you're my brother.
We were Vargas.
We were Vargas.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even drink, but I'll be like, I'll take that.
It's a Vargas tab.
Yeah. Let me get that.
Filet mignon.
How much is that Gucci outfit? Yeah, Vargas got it. Yeah, Vargas got it. You know? But nah, man, you've come a long way, man. And just to see the dynasty as well, bro. And I know
God is good.
Yes, he is all the time, homie.
That's right.
And just to see, like, you know, your boys being here and them being home and them being safe and still, you know, they're of age to, you know, it's hard to raise men.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Especially that strong-willed and got their own minds and everything, bro. You know, and just looking at hoping our kids are better than us. Not in what we do, but just better as people.
Amen.
Yeah, man. And you paid a lot of tuition into the School of Experience, man. And I'm so glad that y'all recognize that.
Thank you, big.
And we don't make the same mistakes that we've made as our father, and you don't make the same mistakes that your father made, and vice versa, and vice versa. And as it goes down, man. So I'm just so proud of what you've done.
Wow, thank you, big.
And I can't wait to see you guys do what y'all do on the 14th.
Big, we're just so grateful. We're grateful because, you know, I remember being a kid and I would wake up and I'd hear your voice. So it's like crazy. It's a trip. It's like deja vu.
I would ask if you're my friend.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. You my friend?
You my friend?
It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be here, big.
Hey, man. And was Amado the little one that used to just...
Troublemaker, man. Crazy kid. Cavity kid. Just like, man, that guy's up to no good.
So let me give you a quick
story.
What
you do, bro?
So we're fighting in El Paso. And I saw at the Don Haskins Center.
Oh my
gosh!
And
then, you know, I always have my boys on the shoulders of my corner.
Me like this, right?
And they remember
yeah, oh yeah.
So I go and they would tell Papa, this is Junior. Hey, Junior, put your hands up, number one, like this. And guess what this guy does? I mean, Amado goes like
National
this.
television.
National television.
He did the middle finger.
What's he doing?
This guy.
Gotta love it, bro. You should have known then.
He's on.
Yeah, and you like, hey man, hey bro, that's your son.
That's my son. That's my DNA.
That is your son, man.
Amado reminds me most of all my boys. How crazy he is. I was worse. So like when he does crazy stuff, I'm like, I don't really, you know, get crazy on him. Like,
silver tooth energy.
Yeah, he's the silver tooth.
The silver tooth energy.
Man.
As soon as you see a kid with silver tooth,
that's
like,
good, though.
Man. This little dude crazy.
Boxing put me in my place, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It definitely shows us.
And you know what I love about it, man? Y'all respect it.
Yeah.
Y'all respect it, man. And you know, going out there, man, it's no joke.
It is not.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all lived with the best. Y'all were raised by the best. So you know it's absolutely no joke, man. You know what I'm saying?
We get more nervous when our brothers fight.
See,
like,
I figured.
than when we fight.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm the oldest, but I got me. I'm not worried
that's
about
what
it.
I say. We want it on us.
Oh, come on, bro.
You know, like each fight
messing
that
with my
night,
family.
I know y'all gonna be like, oh, okay, he got through it. All right,
Yeah, like,
he did it. All right, he did it.
Hey, I don't know how. I mean, obviously I'm gonna be in the dressing room, but I mean, having my brothers go up and then, all right, now it's my turn. It's just like,
well, you know he's gonna be the co-main event.
Yeah, man.
So you know,
you think he all bad over there?
If anything, they hype me up more than anything. You know what I'm saying?
My little
I love my
brother, he the
family.
truth, man.
I'll still kick your butt.
I know you will.
They call him Emichenko. That's what they call him.
Hello. Hey, man, do you think any of your kids could give you the blues, like
Never.
hang with you?
Nah, hell no.
Right now,
You didn't let me finish, huh? You didn't let me finish,
We'll run a fade right now on all of
Hey,
them.
dude, as soon as I
Easy
said,
work.
you think any of
Easy
your
work.
kids, he's already like,
No, never.
like, big, are you serious? Like, are these jokes?
Yeah. You're joking. You're
writing new material?
really joking. Yeah, you're really joking right now.
You want some too, young man? No.
Yeah.
Come
Hey,
on.
I'll be sizing up my dad like, you know, like, well, I'm getting
yeah,
taller.
yeah.
I'm
Man,
getting,
don't die.
No. Check this out. Check this out,
go
babe. Check
ahead.
this out. So, like, you know, obviously I'm getting older, like, every year. And then, you know, like, I'll catch myself like, hey, Dad, like, I'm almost as tall as you. I'm like, Dad, I'm, like, tall as you. Hey, Dad, like, I'm taller than you. He goes, I'm not gonna carry you, mof. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll bring you down real quick. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna carry you. What does it matter? You can be up.
I'm gonna bring you down to size.
Like you bring you down. Son.
Man, I was telling them, man, if somebody ran and did a home invasion in your house, it'd be so sad.
Man.
Somebody better not jump in that ring like how they did.
And we got a little sister, Big.
I know.
And she throws hands too.
Yeah,
And
man.
she's beautiful. I hate it.
She throws hands.
I'm like, go put a sweater
But you know what though?
110 in Vegas.
But I'm like this, man. Like, it's gonna be hard because how old is she now? How old
She's
is Lil
14.
She's
14. You're invited to the quinceañera.
Yeah,
I'll
you
be
gotta
there,
go.
bro.
All right, good.
I will be there.
All right,
Come on,
good.
know what's
You said
happening.
on there.
Nah, brother, come on now, man. I'll say it to you solo on
That's
the
right.
dolo. Hello.
Yeah, for real.
You know?
Easy call.
Yeah, easy call. I'm there. When is it?
When are we throwing it?
No, what is it? June?
Somewhere
29th?
June like
29th?
27th, I believe.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I won't be there.
No?
Wait.
I'll try to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try. Damn.
Is this
You
year?
can't change it to like next year. Can you call her?
Yeah, I would call her.
But yeah, what is the guy going to be like that? Try to talk to her.
What guy?
Exactly.
What guy? So like this, I call it this. You know what I say? I say like this. The dude that has the enough balls
Yeah.
to understand
Yeah.
Oh, God.
that they got 3 brothers, and if it gets back to me, I tell my boys like this.
It's not gonna go that far.
If it gets back to me, you guys are sorry because it's already too late.
Right.
If it got to me that they're spitting at your sister,
Yeah,
and you
They
haven't
probably
had-
all looking already
and
like he don't even know we killed somebody else.
On the way over here.
It just didn't get back to him.
Hey, at the end of the day, I tell them like this. You know what? You got to take care of your sister.
Yeah,
and
man.
they
Yeah,
honor.
same.
They go.
I tell my
they
son
go,
that,
they
man.
go, Dad, don't even worry about it. It's already handled. I go, all right, because if word comes back to me, it's not gonna be good. And then, but my daughter's so beautiful. You can see her.
It's just social media. Like, you got those little kids that are just gonna comment,
no.
or grown men. They're
You
like
got grown
27,
men.
28. I'm like, my little sister's 14, bro, and they don't care. And I'll put on the comments
But
like,
we keep tabs
Yeah.
though. So I peep.
For
Guess
sure.
what, man?
I peep.
Guess what?
So-
I
have
got,
mutual people.
I got
Her
her
DMs.
I got her.
Thought we did it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I block people on a daily.
But you know what
You know?
though? We keep tabs though. So if
You know, no,
anybody that's listening to this interview, you put a little. We know who you are.
that's-
when we see
guess-
you.
Is that her Instagram
Yeah,
right there?
And-
it's
and
not.
if-
Absolutely. And
and-
guess who checks her DMs? Look what it says. DMs checked by dad.
On the bio.
On the bio.
Hey, dude, I got that on my daughters too.
All right, perfect.
Like, hell yeah.
Perfect, yeah.
I'll be,
Come on,
I'll be
yeah.
back like, hey, are you sure this is you? Like, is this the little sweet girl? Like, what does fuck you? I'll cut your fucking throat mean?
Yeah.
Like, I will cut your motherfucking throat.
exactly, man.
I always tell my daughter, I'm like, man, hopefully I didn't build all this up to kill somebody. Just throw it all
Right.
right. And I
That's
can
a
call
good
my
one.
daughter right now and I can tell her, I say, hey, Chula, your first boyfriend, what's going to happen? You're going to kill him.
Yeah.
There it
Yeah,
is.
and so
knows.
no, but at the end of the day, like it's like
yeah.
this. I tell my boys, if it gets back to me, it's already too late. But you really, to analyze the whole situation, you really got to take off your hat to the dude that has
Yeah.
enough balls to understand that to come talk to me and
Even
come talk to
pull
their
up.
brothers and pull up.
Even pull
Like
up.
even if like, cause the boys go like this. Well, they're gonna have to. He's gonna have to get in the ring with us at least one round.
I mean, I just want to take him on a walk, and
to-
I'm act like I'm gonna press him, and I want to
They
see.
go, they go, they go,
if
they
he's
go.
gonna, like, be
You
willing to
gotta
throw
be
down.
able to
If not,
protect my sister,
bro.
bro.
You're not
If
gonna
you
be
can't,
like-
then
yeah.
it's like you're a female dog.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
A bitch?
a bit. You can say it, bro.
Yeah,
It's real 92.3, baby.
Yeah, man.
bitch.
Damn.
A bitch,
All
for
right, a
real.
bitch.
Yeah,
because
bitch.
because
Hey,
we're
man,
not bitch.
she probably
at
sit
all.
at the house like this.
Yeah.
It's just that's
You know what,
she's the
though?
only girl. That's
You know what,
just
though?
big.
Yeah.
What we're doing is, you know, putting my sister in the position, and my
Yeah.
dad's already done this as well, but you know, we want to, and I hope my kids do the same. Whatever I start, I want them to finish and take it and run with it forever. Make it a 500 fortune company.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? So look, at the end of the day, you know, my dad did his thing. And my personal goal for me is, you know, when people refer to my father, they refer to him as Emiliano Vargas' dad.
Right, hello.
Because that's
God
my
bless your own.
my goal. Because
Yeah.
look, not to negate or my dad did his thing. You know, and I'm so grateful for everything that he's done. I've never gone without a day in my life. My father has done everything possible to give me the best possible life, you know? But at the end of the day, you know, I'm a competitor. I'm here to build my legacy as well.
Yeah.
You know,
You
and I'm
earning your
so,
stripes.
so proud of everything that my father's done because he did it by himself.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know
No
what I'm
one helped me,
saying?
man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, like you know, we never have a dad.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask my mega stepfather for a ride,
Yeah.
so I'd walk 3 miles one way to La Colonia, 3 miles another way, back home, an hour one way, an hour another way. I'm telling my boys like this. I did this by myself. In 4 years, I broke history because I said, and then I started going to church. I said, I gotta go search God. I gotta ask God to help me, and I started going to church. And guess what? God's held me down to this day.
Yeah, man.
And
Until
it's a
this
trip.
day.
We want to go see my dad's first actual boxing gym that he attended.
La
So that
Colonia.
was dope. It was like
I'm
crazy.
I saw that. Was that just recently?
Yeah, the
Triller.
Triller
That
got
was
us.
the first time
Yeah.
y'all went to La
I've
Colonia?
never
No,
been
no,
there.
I've been there.
I
as a
know you
kid.
have.
I haven't, but
Right.
just to be there is like it's like some
Like
shit
you don't
see
need
on Rocky.
the bells
like,
and the whistles.
like, you
the
know what I mean?
old bag.
It's like
you
some
know, it's just the
Rocky
will.
shit.
Dad had
Yeah.
the will, and people would tell my dad, "Come on, Vargas. There ain't never been no world champion out of Oxnard. Robert became the first, but come on, Vargas." He would tell his neighbor, "He's like, I'm gonna be a world champion." And like my dad
Mr.
tells
Gaines,
us, and like my dad tells us, son, sometimes you can't share your goals and dreams to your
Dreams
friends
are too big for
because
some
they're-
people.
That's real, man.
You know,
Hey,
you're,
we don't have friends, big.
We don't.
This my brothers. They're my friends. I love
Yeah,
them to
real
death.
shit.
And I don't look. At the end of the day, this is who I. They're my blood, and we're fighting together. And May 14th is we about to go crazy.
And I had my birthday in camp.
Yep.
You know, I'm graduating in like after my fight. You know,
From
May
what,
14th.
high school?
Yeah.
High
I
school.
forget he's in
Jesus
school.
Christ,
He's like
man.
18 going
Yeah,
on 30.
man. But I mean, look, at the end of the day, like one of my friends, he asked me, he's like, "Hey, are you gonna be like sad that you're gonna miss high school, like prom, like you're gonna miss, senior sunrise, this and that, blah blah?" And I said, "Look, at the end of the day, I'm on a mission.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, I told you, I've seen what dedication is
Yeah.
firsthand. I don't gotta look too far.
Right.
You know,
It's right there.
We got
You grew up with
hey,
it.
we got my dad says all the time. We got family members that there's 3 people in this world: people who learn from their mistakes, other people's mistakes, and people who never learn at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
That's right.
my dad says you don't gotta look too far. My dad did his thing. At the end of the day, I know what dedication looks like. I know what giving 130% looks like, and I know what a peak of the sport of boxing looks like. And I just want to be the best. We're all competitors at the
Yeah.
end of the day.
Some people never learn though, big. Like both sides of my family. My dad's dad, my grandpa overdosed.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom's brother, which is my uncle, he overdosed on fentanyl. So it
goes
sucks,
on both sides.
but it's both sides. So there's generational curses
Yeah.
that want to take us out.
You got to be careful.
And you
So-
think the enemy, you think the devil's happy that all this stuff's happening
Hell
and
no.
we're paving, we're continuing the legacy, and nah, he's gonna continue to try to put stumbling
Yeah,
blocks
man.
or different
Yeah.
things, but we got to continue to pass those tests.
Man, well, I thank y'all for being in the neighborhood, man.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to tell you, I'm so excited to see what that next step is as well. I'm going to tell you, I'm excited and I'm also nervous.
Yeah.
I don't do well when I know people that box. You know what I'm saying?
feel
And not putting no ill will on y'all.
Yeah.
I just can't wait till it's over.
We just
Yeah.
want to thank you, Big, for
Man,
always
come
being
on.
down with Team
Come
Vargas,
on,
always
man.
being down with
Say
the
it.
Dynasty.
Give it to me.
You've been down. You've been down. Keep it going.
Compliment
Keep
me,
it
man.
going. Keep on going.
No, I'm just playing, man. Don't do that. Come on, man. Please stop.
That's a good one.
Hey, we love you,
No,
Big. You've always been.
One more,
Team
just one more.
Vargas. You've always been down, Team Vargas.
Thank you,
and
bro.
we appreciate you, and man, thank you, man.
May
I know you're gonna be
14th.
there May 14th.
I will be there.
At the Forum,
Don't miss
it.
in
man.
Inglewood.
Live
Yeah.
on Triller Fight Club.
Yeah,
I will
man.
be there, bro. I will be there. Let me know. Let me know if y'all need me to walk you out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Now you're gonna feel obligated.
You gonna have to pay him for
Now
that
you're
one.
gonna be like, man, now we really got to get a masseuse. Damn, I will be there. Jose, you going? I'm going.
Yeah,
Did you buy tickets? Because you're not going
go.
with me. You know what I'm saying? This dude.
This dude
He always think you my plus one.
he was
How you know my wife don't want to go?
Yeah.
Me and my wife, we watch boxing. That's what we do.
Yeah.
This
You always
dude,
want. You
man.
always want to tag along.
Yeah, man.
You never
know
want to
what
buy
I'm
a
saying?
ticket.
This dude, when he find out when I say, "Oh, we gotta pay," I don't want to go.
Something came up.
When we go to eat, when he know I'm paying, he order exotic.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
I'll get
Yeah.
rack of land.
Yeah. That's
me
just
try that.
that's just crazy. You know, when people when we'll go out to eat.
Oh Oh,
you know, when you're on your, you know, in the championship world and in the world title world, when you got your world titles, and then you go out to eat and oh yeah, I'll take a rack of lamb. I'm like, what in the world? Vato, you would eat that? You would eat that by if you were eating
like
by
how many
yourself?
rounds did you fight? Man, I remember the team used to live good with you, bro.
Yeah.
The team
But
used
see,
to,
like I tell them like this, to my boys like this, I'm gonna tell you when you get all these D writers that are gonna be on you, and I'm gonna go and that are just, you know,
everybody loves their ego to be stroked.
Spending your money,
yeah, man.
Because at the end you're spending, you're paying for their meal, for their flights, for everything, and at the end of the day, all they're being there is D writing you.
Yeah, man.
So at the end of the day, you're losing, son.
Yeah, hell
you're losing.
I would love when people say, "Oh, we won." Like we did. Like, we did that.
We did.
Like, man,
you with us?
Like, man, my rib hurt. What hurt on you?
Why is my nose broken and yours isn't?
Yeah, like we won. Like, man, I must have took everything by myself. Like, man, I didn't even see you jump in. Man, but thank you guys for coming into the neighborhood, man. I love the Dynasty, man. Y'all continue to hang out with us, Big Boys Neighborhood.
Yeah, man.